to have you out here on the farm. It's one of my favorite places to be, out with the cows, and especially now in the sunshine after all this long winter we've had. My family's been here since 1882, and I feel really blessed to be able to have that history and that heritage. It's pretty unusual. We'll see what the Lord has for my children, if they would like to stay or not. We've got 86 cows here that we're milking. Summertime we'll move up to about 110 cows. And we also make cheese here at Grassfields. And we ship that cheese all over Michigan, and we're starting to move into the Chicago area. The cows start by eating and drinking 50 gallons of water a day and 50 pounds of food a day. So 1,700 pound cow will need that much to survive and make as much as 2 or 3 gallons of milk a day, maybe 4 gallons of milk a day, depending on what time in her lactation she's in. So when she's 2 years old, she'll have a baby, and basically every year after that she'll have a baby, and that's how she continues to give milk. After she's eaten that food, that 50 gallons of water and 50 pounds of food, she'll get milk twice a day, usually at 5 o'clock and 5 o'clock.
My name is Evan Velthouse. I'm the cheesemaker at Grassfield Farm. I've been making cheese for them for 2 years. I started making cheese through the culinary school at Grand Rapids Community College as an intern. Once Jesse taught me everything he knew and had a good understanding of how to make the cheese and the process that it takes, he turned the cheese making process over to me to work with the herd that produces the milk for the cheese making. Once the cheese is in the aging room, it's allowed to host the natural bacteria and molds that are present in the air at all times. The cheese allows it to colonize on it, which it eventually multiplies and multiplies. And what the molds and bacteria do are really give us the true natural rind cheese flavors. Each mold and bacteria that starts to grow on the outside of our cheese has a different effect on it. Some of them affect the flavor, some of them affect the appearance, some of them affect the texture, but they all work together to make everything what we offer as our cheese. The artisan cheese that we make here is vastly different than the normal store-bought cheese you buy. Everything here is done by hand with milk that's produced on the farm. I work with about 4,000 pounds of milk, and large cheesemakers work with about 40,000 pounds of milk. And they do a lot of it with machines and artificial flavoring. While working at the farm, I've noticed that the customers are very conscious about the organic and the raw milk and the non-GMO, and I think that's kind of a trend that's growing more and more, where people want that relationship with their food. And the farm here at Grassfields really emphasizes that throughout the entire farm operation. We're giving the cow exactly what it needs when it needs it. We don't give it anything that it doesn't need. We don't give them anything to boost production. And it really makes you feel like this is the way we should have been doing it from the very beginning. Everything kind of got cloudy once we started producing so much food. And now that we've kind of slowed it down a little bit, I think we can produce a better product for the customer by doing the right thing.
Cheesemaker has mentioned he thinks it's cool that you walk into a store and his own handcrafted product is in stores, and I think that I would agree with him. That's probably our favorite experience, is going to a high-end restaurant in Chicago and sitting down and our cheese is on their menu, and that's just like, wow, we're famous, but yet we're not, you know, because we're still country bumpkins. But having those opportunities to get out and not just be from the farm and not just see the milk hauler come, but also seeing people from Canada come down because they heard about us on a website, people from Ohio coming on their honeymoon because they wanted to stop by our farm because they found us on their website. And it's just connecting to so many people from all over the world and finding out more about why they want grass-fed animals, learning from them why they find grass-fed organic products cool and needed, and being able to provide that for them.